And welcome back to the Daily News. Stephen Murray has joined us for an update on the city of Beaufort. As you know, he is the mayor, and we'll begin with a very important meeting that's going to be happening this Saturday at Waterfront Park. It starts at 2 o'clock, where the mayor will be there and law enforcement. So you want to share with the viewers a little bit about the purpose of this meeting, Stephen?
Yeah. Hey, Robyn. Thanks for having me on, and thanks for asking about the service we're going to have on Saturday at 2 p.m. in the Waterfront Park. Had a number of residents ask me about our local law enforcement since the death of Tyree Nichols at the hands of Memphis police probably a month or so ago. Councilman Mitch Mitchell, that I serve with on council, he also had a number of folks sort of reach out to him, and so this is his idea. To get the community together, have a bit of a memorial service in the park, but also an opportunity for citizens to hear from local law enforcement. And so Deputy Chief Dale McDormand will be there. We've invited other leaders from around the region to attend, but just an opportunity to, to reflect on law enforcement, how they serve the community, how our policies may be a little different than other areas around the nation.
Yes.
But I think it's always a good opportunity to get people together to celebrate the community that we have here, number one, but also to learn more about how law enforcement locally serves our community. I think it's easy to paint bad officers in sort of a broad brush, but I often remind folks that there are over 800,000 law enforcement officers across 18,000 law enforcement agencies, ranging from one officer in these rural departments across the country all the way up to the NYPD, which is the largest organization in the country, over 40,000 officers. Each one is run differently. They have a different culture, different policies. And so I think it's incumbent on citizens, wherever you are, to really better understand what local agencies look like. And so this is a step in that direction.
Excellent. All right. Now, the City Council and you all will be having a retreat coming up on March the 7th and the 8th. So what kind of is the purpose of the retreat, and kind of what are your plans for that, Stephen?
Yeah, I agree, Rob. So March 7th and 8th will be open to the public. Will be live streamed, but we're going to have our strategic planning retreat. We've had some new faces turn over at the city. So we have a new council member, Councilman Scaletti. We have a new city manager. We have a new community and economic development, also known as the planning director. So some new faces at the organization. Annually, we get together for 2 days, sit around the table, talk about our challenges, talk about our opportunities. We have a strategic plan. It's a 2-year cycle. We've come to the end of that 2-year cycle, so we will be creating basically a strategic plan from scratch. We've got some great facilitators with a background in local government that will be helping us out. So encourage residents to participate. And in advance of that meeting, if you see your council members or mayor, or send us an email, give us a phone call. If you have thoughts about the next 2 years in the city and priorities that we ought to be more focused on, I encourage folks to reach out and to participate.
Okay, and where is it going to be? And can you just show up? The public, can they just show up?
Yeah. Public can just show up. We'll publicly notice the agenda as we get closer to the event. It will be held at the Beaufort Digital Corridor in our landing pad, which is 500 Carteret Street. Again, it'll also be live streamed, so folks can tune in from the comfort of wherever they are with the internet connection. But I come away sort of brain dead, after 2 days of thinking really heavily about these issues. But it's really the opportunity where your council, with senior staff, set the priorities for the next 2 years for the city and how we spend and direct public resource. And then coming right out of the strategic planning retreat, we'll go right into budget setting. And so we'll tie budget items and budgeting right to the strategic plan goals. So really important meetings, again, for how we set public priority.
Great update again. Mayor Stephen Murray, City of Beaufort. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, Robyn, have a beautiful Beaufort day.
Bye-bye. You too. And that's a wrap for this edition of the WHHI Daily News. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Thank you so much for joining us. And I want to thank the team behind the scenes that make all of this happen. And if you missed any part of our newscast, well, guess what? We'll be back in 90 minutes. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.